セカンドライフ。全世界で大注目のオンラインゲーム。 PC 上に第2のバーチャル世界が広がる。開発責任者はリンデンラボ CTO コーリー・オンドレイカである。
Certainly. Second Life is a user-created online world. It's unique and unlike any of the massively multiplayer online role-playing games out there. It's not a game, and everything in it is created by the users and owned by the users.
今ね、これね、このセカンドライフっていうところの、世界なんですけども、これ普通に見てるとね、なんていうか普通の CG のゲームみたいに見えるんですが、これゲームじゃないんですよ。実際のね、インターネット上にできてる第二のね世界。
自分の世界。
でね、このキャラクターはね、僕自分で作ってったのね。
で、かっこいいこれ。
でここは世界と一緒でゲームが用意してくれてる世界じゃなくて、来る人がどんどん新しいものを作り始めていくのね。
So good afternoon. Thank you for giving me the chance to speak to you. Second Life is a unique online world. It's not a game. You'll often hear it talked about as being a game, but it isn't. Games have very distinct properties of which Second Life has virtually none. The other thing about it is all of the content and all of the screenshots you will see from here on out. These are what you see on the screen are pictures into Second Life. All the content you see is made by the residents. And the users are creating on a vast scale. And how they're doing that is something called atomistic creation, and we'll talk about that. But the important thing to keep in mind is that all of this creation is happening collaboratively and simultaneously. How do they do all that? So a lot of numbers on this slide. Let's just talk about the bottom one. If you work out the amount of time spent creating in Second Life, it's as if Second Life had a 7,700 person content creation team. Which means if I had to pay them to build Second Life, I'd have to pay $800 million per year. And owning rights and being able to make money is very important. So this space in Second Life was made by one of our users, and it's an ode to anime. And in fact, you can see the giant robot, there's the happy smiley anime section. It's really kind of neat. Now, it took this person 6 months to build this city. Everything in it is for sale, but during that time, he had no income. So the only income in his household was from his wife, who's a clothing designer in Second Life. So their entire household income came from selling virtual clothing for 6 months, including moving into a new house. And so that's what you can do if you allow people to monetize their creativity. You allow them to monetize their innovation.
ちょっとやってみたいんですけど。
どうぞ。
ありがとうございます。これ S で
後ろかな。
後ろですか。A で前進ですか。
A で左。で D で右。前に行きたいな。そう。今ね、この人と話がつながってますね。ここで。
これなんて言えばいいですか。
これこんにちはとかなんかいろいろ。
こんにちはでいいですか。ハローじゃなくて。
ハローでもいいですよ。この人日本人なんで別に。
あ、そうなんですか。これいいですかね。なんか自分で建物とかって作れないですか？
作れるんですよ、これも。なんかやってみましょうか。これ僕が作ったやつですね。
ここである日突然なんかものができてたり。
そう。
Well, we launched in 2003. We were running on 16 computers. Today we're running on 3,500 computers, 3,500. We're simulating a space 3 times the size of Manhattan. About 250 square kilometers. We're talking about tens of millions of physically simulated items, 3 teraflops of physical simulation, and about 30 terabytes of user-created data. And what's great about Second Life is these communities are always bumping into each other. And it turns out it's a great place to teach. Because after all, if you're going to teach physics, why not teach it in a place where you can fly and make rockets and make airplanes? If you're going to teach history, why not build a spaceflight museum where you can actually go climb all over all of the launch vehicles ever made in the world, where you can actually ride one up into other planets? How much more compelling an experience is that? So compelling, in fact, that over 60 universities own space in Second Life.
これねやっぱりね僕もやっぱり新しいインターネットの Web2.0 的なものの動きの中でこの世界のところで実際に理想の国を作ったりとかでいろんな人たちがここで実は島を買ったりとかでその島の中では自分たちでルールを作ってここではこういうふうに遊んでくださいみたいなのができたりとかしてそういうことでやると今までの国境とか世界とか、国とか人種とかっていうのを全て超えて例えばこれ日本人に見えない自分だってできるわけでそういった意味ではねもう世界で自分の一番理想とする暮らし方っていうのをここの世界では作ることができる。
Where you get traffic and you get Walmart because you need economies of scale. But the worlds of bits are different. We're talking about information. Weiner taught us information is information. It's not matter, it's not energy. And we have to remember that this is the space we're in. People used to talk about virtual worlds being this far-off future, sort of like jetpacks and flying cars. It's important to understand that we're there. This is happening today. Social networks are colliding. The innovation is happening. We're working around limitations of geography. Everyone is a creator. Everyone in this space is the innovator. And that's the future, and that's what I hope all of you are going to be a part of.
これで実はね Web2.0 ってまだ始まったばっかり。まだ始まったばっかり。今までは本当にインターネットで見るだけだったんだけどもこれからなんか使い始めてねもっとさらに使っていってあと自分の友達とかがね、今こうやって知り合ったりリアルに知り合う以外に音楽の友達とか本の友達だったりとかあとバーチャルの中の友達とかいろんなところでこう人のネットワークがつながっていってパソコンにちょっと触れてみるだけでいろんな世界がもうパーッと広がってくる瞬間がどうですか今回のカンファレンス。い
やとにかく世の中がものすごい変わってるってことを肌で実感できることがすごいですよね。しかもそれが世界で起こってることが今日本で見える東京で見える感じられるっていうのは素晴らしいですね。
すごく面白くて、やっぱり自分の仕事に役立てればいいなとすごく思っています。
いろんな海外の事情とか事例とか拝見させていただいてとてもいい機会だなと思ってます。
やっぱり世の中変わるんだなっていうインターネットが出始めた頃の興奮をまた同じように今感じてます。
Web2.0 を少しは身近に感じていただけただろうか。The New Context Conference は来年も開かれる予定である。そしてインターネットで私たちの生活はどれくらい楽しくなっているのだろうか。
コンファレンスはどうでしたか？
So how was that conference? What conference?
It was an incredible 2 days. It was absolutely worth coming to Japan just for that. And we made great contacts. It was a wonderful time to introduce Second Life to a lot of people who hadn't seen it, meet a lot of really smart people, and for a first trip to Japan, it was pretty incredible.